Hello, Danny. Hello, V-Love. Hello, Feristy. Hello, Surviving. Hello, Angie. Hello, Yissa. Hello, Blue Bella. Hello, Joe. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Twigs. And hi. Make it rain if you love your owl. Hello, Joanne. Oh, thank you, V-Love. Make it rain if you love your owl. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jewel Kitchen. Hello, District Kid. Hello, Nectaria. So, guys. Hello, Aspen. Oh, no. We lost. We lost, guys. We lost today. Okay? But I need to explain why I left the court laughing. Because I need to, well, first of all, obviously, I'm going to appeal, but I need to explain what happened. And at the end of my explanation, you decide what theory is the best for you, okay? You decide. Because, hello, Tracy, because, oh, no, Tracy, it's okay. Don't even, Survivor, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. Hello, Sacred Onion. Don't, like, if it was just so funny. So I need to explain why it's funny, because it's not funny we lost, obviously. It's just, it is just, like, I was trying to explain to Cookie and Victoria what happened. No, Danny, listen to me, okay? Listen to me, listen. Okay, I couldn't explain because I need, like, yeah, I lost. We are going to appeal. Yes, there is going to be another trial, blah, 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 whatever. I need to explain. Okay. So I'm gonna start with one of the thing, okay? Just one, Dorsey. I need to explain. I need you guys to come. Like, I need to explain. So let me say the first thing that I just laughed out loud in front of the judge. So, fraud was committed because Lady Latisha does not own the song. So, to prove ownership, shut up, Danny. That's not about that. Listen, okay? Listen, at the end of my explanation, you decide what the fuck happened, okay? You decide. It is a choose your own adventure. Sorry, Survivor, but I need to explain. So she had to prove that she had ownership, and she showed the transfer paper. Remember the transfer paper that doesn't have any authentication, doesn't prove really anything, happened really late, just appeared out of nowhere, that shit. The judge said it was proof of ownership. When I asked, how do you know it's real? He said, well, she swore. Guys, do you understand that she didn't even need to say oopsie doopsie? She didn't even need to say oopsie doopsie. And then I said, well, Sir, she said that she only gave me one strike and the opening statement. Listen, you saw the transfer. Okay? When I asked, how do you know it's real? He said, she swore. And I'm like, oh, because she also swore that she only gave me one strike. And he clearly saw that she gave me one more than one strike. Another strange moment. Oh, and in that situation, when that happened, that's the moment I literally laughed out loud and then I had to say to him, well, I could write on a paper that I'm transferring you the Beatles album without any third party, without no authentication, but it doesn't mean it's real. And he said, I have made my judgment. And I said, oh, but that is not. I lost. Okay. Because I should have fought for that shit to be thrown out. I should have fought because Danny was drowning me in paperwork. So I barely contested that shit. And I was just like, well, it's obviously fake. One, two. How does it prove that Danny had the authority to transfer said shit? And he said, well, she swore. And I was like, oh. Listen, okay? Like, I'm like, yo, I can write a contract that says I give you the Beatle album. It's not valid because I wrote it. Anyhow, I'm like, oh, okay, bref. Another strange moment was when I was talking about listen, dropping the tea house. Like, listen. Like I also said to the judge, she swore she only gave me one strike, but you clearly see that her name appears in a bunch of strikes. He had no word except you can appeal. I was like, bitch, you're not gonna appeal. The fuck? What? Another thing that just made me no, listen. Like I said, Cookie was like, "Good luck, mi amor, stumate." Like really cute and shit. No, it was not. She didn't even have to prove that it was created in July. I was like, for me, that shit was so fake. I didn't take it seriously, and that was my mistake. She swore. She didn't even need to say oopsie. Now listen, another. Now listen. Another thing that happened. The judge doesn't understand YouTube. It's not about YouTube. The judge is literally. Anyhow, we're gonna come to the conclusion after I've said every weird shit that happened in 40 minutes, which is why I cannot feel sadness and only start laughing because I'm just like, she swore. I was imagining a battle of the Titan and blah, blah, blah. Oh, she just need to swear. Oh, I guess me swearing don't mean shit, but her swearing means that, a really weird ass, like I expected the judge to clearly look at the contract. We didn't even read the contract. He just showed it to me like that. That contract is what do you mean? This contract is clearly retroactive. This cannot have been what? He swore. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. My bad. Yeah, she's celebrating. But like I said, this is not even the end. I need to tell you the entire story. I was just telling you the moment I started laughing because, like I said, Cookie was like, "Man, are you okay?" I was like, "Yo, I'm fine." And look, Victoria, are you fine? I was like, "Thank you." I'm like, okay, I would have accepted and I would have cried if I actually lost because of. Yo, listen, she swore, bitch. Okay, the other thing that was so funny. So no, the judge didn't even show the contract. Do you know why he showed me the contract? Because I said, show me the ownership paper. Show me the ownership paper. Because I was like, I don't care that she had a transfer paper. The it doesn't mean that you're transferring someone by signing it. It doesn't mean that you own it to transfer it in the first fucking place. And Danny Robertson didn't swear, okay, to own that shit. And he said, she swore. I was like, okay, so like literally, I was just like, okay, I need to throw out that shit or force her to have to prove that this shit is real. Because obviously, if she owns the song, it's not fraud, obviously. But she don't own the song. Okay, I didn't know her word was that deep. That was my bad. That was me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I'm the problem. Thank you, Sue. Another thing that was insane. Thank you, Sacred Onion. And please swear it. Yo, I'm going to talk about all of Taylor Swift's stuff. I had to tell the judge. I was like, she swore to transferring because Danny had to transfer the song to her. Did he ask who is that mysterious songwriter? No, but she swore. And I was like, okay. Like, okay. But if only that was the only weird shit that happened in this show. This 40 minutes of me going, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Like, I wanted to laugh for the whole 40 minutes. But when he said, she swore, I said, okay, I'm laughing. I started not mocking the judge, but like saying, well, oh, there is way more. Okay. I'm just explaining to you the end so that you can understand where I just did. Okay, yo, I need to have that shit thrown out. I need to take that shit seriously. Okay, so the other thing. So, I said Lady Atisha gave me 9 strike. And let me show you at the same time because literally I had to force the judge to let me show my exhibit. Like he didn't have my exhibit in hand. He was literally like, oh, at what day did you send it? When did you send it? Hello, Polo. There you go, Christy. Okay, Danny doesn't own the song to transfer it, but Lady Atisha swore. I have no comment for this moment. Yo, me in the next trial, I'm gonna be like, no, we're playing that song. Lady Latisha, Lady Latisha, Okay, I want to play the song. No, that shit was actually crazy. No, I'm saying it. What judge doesn't know their case? Listen, listen, listen. He literally was like, what date was this? When did you send that? I was like, oh. But that was not one of the weird shit for me. That was not one of the weird shit. I need to show you the moment I knew this was not a serious moment. And I realized what I need to do for the appeal. So, ooh. What did I? Oh, yeah, exhibit 1. Like, I had so many exhibits, I barely had the time to show 2. New exhibit 1. Where is that shit? Okay. No, that's not the one. There. Okay. Okay. So, she kept on saying, I only struck her one, which she swore. Anyhow, I then showed the judge that she also struck me by sending her representative. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Okay, wink, wink. So, those strike came from Letitia. Okay? You can clearly see copyright owner name, Letitia. She sent a representative named Ashley Williams. The judge looked at Lady Letitia. And no, I need to show you the other one. Where is the one with Danny? No, that is again Letitia. Only one though, but she swore. Jesus, stupidity and madness has entered the chat. Where's the one with that bitch? I am so annoyed. Wasn't it the first page? Be there. Where is that bitch? Anyhow, I hope everyone remembers when Danny was also one of her fucking representative. I will find it. Mm-hmm. There you go. No, that's not the fucking one. You know what? I give up. So whatever. In all of those, you can see that Lady Atisha sometimes fills out herself, always stating that she is the owner of said song. Other time, she will send her representative, which we all know are Danny aliases like Ashley Williams. Ah, there, one with her. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed. Okay, so there. You see here, copyright owner, Letitia Murray. Your full name, Danielle Robertson. So there, the judge was like, well, I don't understand. And I'm like, well, she is a representative for Lady Letitia. Like, she is the owner. It is done through her name. It is done through her channel. And he looked at Letitia deep into her eyes and said, are those your employee? And she said, I don't know who those people are. And he said, huh? And I said, and then he turned at me because obviously I should know. And he said, can you prove that Ashley or Danielle Robertson worked for Lady Letitia? And I'm like, what the fuck? But listen, listen. What do you mean I need to prove they work for her? It's not my fault. They submitted, like, talk to YouTube. Why does YouTube allow any random person to just clearly the owner is like, clearly the person, because I had to explain to the, I was like, Judge, do you know that to send a strike you need to go through your account? So I know it's from Letitia because it comes from her account. But then she swore that they didn't work for her and she had no employee. And then the judge was like, well, we don't know where they came from then. And I was like, oh, and I didn't laugh. I was just like, oh, I need to prove that the just working for Letitia. Why is she a representative? I don't know. Why do I need to prove that shit? Hello, not today. What is going on not today? Oh, yeah, yeah, I understand what you say, but wait, because this is not done. I am not done. I am not done. Because this is just the beginning of the weirdness, okay? We are not done. I told you it's 40 minutes of what the fuck that happened to me today. So, to fix the clear confusion of my ass having to prove that Danielle Robertson is a representative for Letitia Murray when it's written that she's a representative for Letitia Murray. Stop lying. Listen, Lady Letitia, she was there. She knows why she owns the fucking song. And my fault, she swore. Did the judge ask for metadata, anything? Why would And like I said, I'm just showing my evidence. Danielle was a representative for Letitia Murray. Ashley was a representative for Letitia Murray. Therefore, therefore, they did it in Letitia Murray's name. And then the judge, because the first one in that exhibit, wait, let me put it smaller. Like the first one of the first one in that exhibit was the Ashley William, okay? So then he looked at me and said, the judge, well, do you have anyone where it's clearly Letitia that gives you the strike? Because, like I said, I needed to prove that those representative of Letitia Murray were those representative of Letitia Murray. And I was like, well, yes, there are one from hers, obviously. And then I showed all the ones from hers. That was so weird. That was the, and it's not done. That's what kills me. It's that it's not fucking done. It's not done. I'm like, yo, you can tell I'm lying. What am I lying about? I lost. I clearly came and said I lost. Where did I lie? So now let's start from the beginning of the weird shit as. Okay, let's begin by the beginning of that. The thing start 45 minutes late. No worries, all good. All is beautiful. The judge come super aggressive towards me. I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, I'm a Canadian. The best liar? No, I cannot give that to Lady Letitia. She didn't need to lie. She swore. You know when we swear on the oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Listen, that is not. No. Okay, like I said, she won because the transfer proved she was the owner of the song. That's why I lost. It's not about AI, it's not about anything. Listen, not today is tired today. I don't know why she's, I don't know, okay? I really don't know. But what I can say is that she she didn't need to lie. I'm so sorry. This is weird as fuck. Okay, like not today. Take a beat, take a beat, take a beat. Maybe reread yourself and then you can see why it's weird. Like, yeah, it's just weird. But it's okay. I understand that it comes from yo, Madgie, like go, don't be defeated. But it's kind of tough love or weird love. Hello, Tanika. We start the trial 45 minutes late, guys. I do my opening statement, clearly stating that this is only about fraud. It's a simple shit. Lady Atisha does her opening statement. The judge starts asking me to show that Lady Atisha did the strike, blah, 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 blah. Barely 10 to 15 minutes in that situation, the judge suddenly declared, reset for a small claim. I'm like, woo. And he didn't take 5 minutes. He didn't take 10 minutes. 15 minutes of me seeing nothing and hearing nothing while the judge and Lady Atisha left the room. Which, weird. No worries. Like I said, I could tell the judge, like, with me, like, I knew I needed to fight to convince him, which I'm used to fighting. I'm just not used to fighting when people are just like, well, she swore. I'm like, oh, okay, well, she swore. Like, what is it? And I'll be like, make it rain if you love your owl. I lost. And I'm going to appeal. And the solution is to not count the strike given by representative. Letitia appears everywhere. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, literally, Latish, no, not the representative Madgie. So there, Letitia, their owner, Letitia, their owner again. Letitia, again, another owner, another owner, another owner, another owner. So I think there is like 5 to 7 that are hers. I need to check it out. So no representative, because obviously it is really complicated to prove that a representative of Letitia Murray is a representative of Letitia Murray. And I will force that stupid bitch to prove that Danny has ownership of the show. Listen, guys. You don't even know the weirdest shit. Hello, Chicago girl. I haven't said the weirdest shit that happened. Like, if I'm lying, ask Lady Letitia. I'm like, yo, it happened for real. It ain't me. So yeah, those are my two weaknesses. The transfer paper, LOO. Like I said, I didn't take that shit seriously, and that's my bad. I was like, but it's so clearly fake. But you know what? That is on me. Oh yes, there is more. Yes, there is more. So after that 15 minutes of recess, after we have been there for 10 minutes, where both him and Lady Latisha left the room, I couldn't hear anything. I just felt part of the. It was weird. It was weird. When they both come back to the room and it is time to, continue this. Listen, listen. Another thing that she really, successfully did, because literally the judge wanted her to do, was to make it seem like it was some YouTube thing. And I was like, shut up. So yeah, she kept on playing videos of me talking shit about her. And I was just like, oh, and she also said that I played her content. And I was like, well, that is your voice. If that was the issue, you should have wrote that. That is the proof that you just don't give a fuck. You just wanted to strike me. Makes no sense. It's illegal. You like, it was so stupid. Anyhow. So yeah. And then because I was ready, hello, Mr. Push It Out. So much for vexatious litigant advice. I don't know what those words mean, my friend. Please tell them in French. So yeah, when they come back, when they come back, the judge is like, "Hey, those are like that's stupid. Like, you know, I know, I understand. Why don't you? Why don't you lie to your subscriber? Make it seem like you have problem, but in the back, your friend. There is a lot of money to be made like that. Like, she didn't need a lawyer. She swore. Okay, like get with the program. She swore. And that's when the judge started pitching us and trying to make us go kumbaya, saying, yo, you can fight in public, but be friend in the back. There is so much more money to be. What the fuck? And my oh, do you need a hug? No, no, because like I said, no, 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 no. Okay, a huge file of bullshit. Okay, like it's all bullshit. I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, she has nothing. She only needed to swear that the transfer paper were real, and the judge was like, vendu. And I'm like, oh, eh ben, I'm just need to throw it out. It ain't that deep. And now a representative cannot be proven to work for the person they represent. Cheers. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm just like, listen, I lost. I'm cool. Like I said, if it was like, yo, she really pulled one out of her ass. Hell no, I have nothing to pay her. Listen, when I'm telling you, guys, the judge spent the 20-minute mostly talking about that. Oh, the next game plan is literally, and that's, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Okay. He spent most of our time. First of all, he didn't know anything about any Hello Buzz Ball. Yo, this you cannot be sorry for me because do you know how ridiculous it sounds? Like I don't know, I'm Canadian, and that's also one of the things I'm gonna ask everyone. Okay, because I'm Canadian. This sound mighty ridiculous to me. Okay, I've already been to court. Judge, don't believe your ass just because you swore. Like you have to show metadata. You have to show like normally at least like a third party should be there to co-sign. All good. Like personally, Like I said, that was my mistake. Like that was my mistake. I didn't take that exhibit seriously because it's a ridiculous exhibit. It doesn't even look like a real contract. Like what contract before you do anything with the song stipulate that both you and the other person have 3 months, exactly the period where they struck me. They have exactly 3 months to both strike me. Listen, listen. This is a magician contract. I'm sorry, I just thought about Tasha K, a magician lawyer. Listen, listen. Because I, I expected us to at least read the contract all together. Like, I didn't expect that, well, she swore was enough. I thought, okay, so let me, because Danny tried to drown me in paperwork, stupid ass with paperwork where she kept on trying to repeat, well, it's Danny's fault, which worked in that case because I always thought that when you are the owner and your representative do an action, I always thought the owner was responsible. Now, people who are representative need to know they're a third party, even though they represent the first part. Listen, me, like that's me. I never suspected that. So I'm cool. I have no problem. I'm like, I'm gonna remove the one with the representative. Oh, good. My bad. I thought I didn't know. I swore. I swore, and I had to ask him. I was like, I swore too, and I was like, is it because I'm Canadian? Like, is it my swearing? Good for you. You can log off your failure. Yeah. Listen, I swore as a Canadian. Clearly, it was not as much as a swearing as a kid as an American. Bitch, you laugh. You lost. Stop making excuses. What are you talking about? I'm literally saying she didn't do something. Like, I am mad at this. But yeah, I said I didn't take that document seriously, and that was my mistake. That was my mistake. Like, I should have insisted for me that because I didn't think anyone would take that document seriously, and that's my bad. Hello, Kirsty. What was I saying before that moment? Yes, like that's me. I was too arrogant, and that I can take it when I'm like, yeah. I should have taken that exhibit seriously because I always said that, well, if she can prove the song is hers, obviously this is not fraud. But I didn't think a transfer where you don't know if the person even owned the shit to transfer would be taken that serious. That was my bad. I will know for the appeal. Okay. I will know for the appeal. My bad. My bad. Like sincerely, people are like, oh. I saw the person, oh, just humble yourself. I'm like, well, I'm saying that I made a mistake. I didn't take that contract seriously. I thought it was so obviously fake. What do you mean you can both strike for the exact period where you both struck my ass? Exactly, Buzzball. Because I'm like, okay, so I removed the representative because clearly, exactly. I'm like, I'm cool with mistake. Like, it was my fault. I didn't take that transfer contract seriously. I didn't. For me, I was just like, but, and that, like, that when I said that to the judge, and he had nothing to say. He just said, I decide, I rule. Yes, Kirsty, I lost because Lady Latisha proved that she owned the song with the transfer paper that was not authenticated. Nobody was the third party to sign it. There is nothing to prove where in that shit. And there is nothing to prove that Danny owned the song to transfer it because, like hello, Kimisha. Guys, please go back to the beginning. I know. It's like, because it's 40 minutes, because it's such a weird, you need to go from the beginning. I love you though. I lost. That's what you need to do to know. I lost. Okay, I lost. I absolutely take it because I didn't know nobody would take that contract seriously. That was me. Okay, that was my mistake. Now I take that contract seriously. That was my fault. That was my fault. And another one of my fault was that I thought, not today. Anyhow. No comment. No, Kimi, I lost, but I'm appealing and you will understand when you go back to the beginning. I love you. I love you. Okay? But it's such a weird story. I can't. It will take another 40 minutes. Leave Lady Atisha alone. She tapped your butt and court, get over it. Like I said, I didn't know that the power of swearing was that bad. Like, I made mistake. No, it was not, Mr. Goddamn. Like I said, my mistake was thinking that this contract would be in any type of way taken seriously. Like, I would have never believed that. And that is sincerely my mistake. Another one of my mistake. Another one of my mistake was thinking that someone saying they are the representative of Letitia Murray and sending a strike through her account would mean that they are the representative of Letitia Murray. I didn't know that would mean they were a third party. So, like I said, I'm like, there's no worries. Now I know. I never thought in my life that the judge would turn to me and ask me if I can prove those people work for Letitia when it's written that they are her representative. I didn't foresee that. Okay? That's on me. That's on me. I also didn't foresee. Yay, Christy, welcome back home. I also didn't foresaw. I didn't foresaw. What did I not foresaw? Oh yeah, I didn't foresaw that the judge would be telling me and Lady Atisha to act as if we're fighting in public to make more money, but be friend behind the scene, and really trying to sold us on that thing. What I did that was not okay, and I will take that. That's another. Take that. Okay. Foresee, whatever, man. I don't know your shit. Okay, bon, whatever. Your shit being English. I didn't foresee that either. Okay, there's a lot of things I had not seen coming. And like I said, oh yeah, my third mistake. That was my bad. That was me. That was my fault. Yes. Listen. Okay. I said when he was pushing so hard for us to fake it and be a business and do a bunch of, I was just like, I had to ask him, but you're not a couple therapist, right? Why do you keep on trying to make us make up, dude? That is not what the trial is about. And then he ended it by saying, well, I think both of you are that wrong, and I don't think there was fraud because there is that document. And she swore. And that was my bad. Because I had to ask the judge if he was a couple therapist, because why in the name of fuck are you trying to be upside? Oh, damage case, you're so coach. Yeah, c'est la vie. And like I said, I need. So there's two things, okay, that I'm thinking with that situation. Because sincerely, that was fucking stupid, okay? I shouldn't have not lost. This is fucking ridiculous. Why do you mean I need to fucking prove that stupid ass contract is not valid, okay? This is a bunch of hogwash. Now, my question is, why was that hogwash? What did that happen? Because I've never heard. And I want to ask every American, especially if you're from Texas and you went to court, if your opponent's word without proof is enough, did you ever see that? You, as a plaintiff, trying to almost force by our mistake, like I said, I should have. That's the thing. There was two theory in my head because this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm not saying that the case was perfect, and that's the thing. Now I realize there is no mistake allowed for me. Because if now I need to prove that representative represent the who the fuck they're supposed to represent, then what the fuck? So yeah, I need to be at 100%. Like no, nothing letting it go. Like that stupid ass contract, I should have fought like hell to have it dismissed. I only sent one shit, and the judge was receiving so much shit at the same time that sincerely he was just drowned in the amount of shit we were sending back and forth. But now I'm like, no, it's all good. Okay, like I need that shit to either be proven, because if it's proven, and I repeat, if it's proven that Danny owned that song and that she transferred it for real, not retroactively, okay? If she go, no, that not for Lady Letitia. Like I like sincerely, if she can prove it's her song, like what I'm saying is bullshit. Like if it's her song, it's true. I never thought a dumbass contract with no, not notarized, no third party, no authentication, nothing. A contract that is the weirdest contract I've ever seen in my life. With a license of 120 day in it is the weirdest contract ever. Okay. I didn't know I needed to fight to throw it out. But now I understand. This is stupid. Like literally, this is stupid. I'm like, nah. Because Letitia, like her, literally, she started by saying that she only gave me one strike when you can clearly see that she gave me more than one strike. That's stupid as fuck. Even in her name, she gave me more than one strike. So I'm just like, she already lied. She didn't need to do anything. She already had one because she swore. So I'm like, yo, Danny needs to show that she had the right in July to give that song to Lady Letitia by contract and do a fucking transfer. The fuck is this? So yes, because that is the basis of my lawsuit. She doesn't own the song. Therefore, she did that only for the purpose of messing with my money. But yo, if it belongs to her, it belongs to her. I just didn't know the burden of proof was that low, which was my fault. So now in appeal, I will take this stupid ass contract more seriously. And I am sorry. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to win because what in the name of fuck is going on this day? Like, I've never lived, not that I've never lost. It's more the stupidity of it. Like, I swear, can you imagine two people are swearing under oath that the other one is lying, but the judge is like, well, she swore. I'm like, yo, we know she has no problem perjuring herself. She perjured herself and swore on the penalty of perjury that she owned that stupid ass song. That is all. Now I understand. I need to really show to the court that fuck off. Because I am sorry. Lady Latisa. Lady Latisa. Okay, no. This is not some type of deep ass lyrics. No. So, now, I have two theories. Okay? That is for me in my heart. Okay? I have two theories. The first theory, which is more boring and down to earth, is that that was Texas, I guess, from what I understand. I don't know. And I think that with how America views other country or whatever, how anyhow, like I think they're way less like the fact that me, a Canadian, went against an American, I think it went really against me. So that's my first theory, which is the boring theory as fuck. The second theory is why did they go and recess and for 15 minutes? Why did the judge start telling? Yeah, exactly. But I'm curious about what you guys think. And you can think, yo, Madgie, she swore. This is a magnificent argument. And that's why I'm asking, because I'm like, in Canada, I've never seen that. But like, did you see that? That someone just say, yo, I swear that is like, Madgie ex parte asked for the court transcript. I am absolutely going to do that. Like people be talking, it's not what happened. I'm like, why would I lie? Like I lost. I made mistake. I underestimate that contract. Like that's on me because I saw a real contract in my life. And this is not a real contract in my heart. Exactly. I'm like, listen, I cannot win against prejudice. Okay. That Magic cannot win against prejudice. I can't. Or is it something weirder, creepier of why in the name of fuck did they take a 15-minute recess after 10 minutes? Why did the judge propose for me and her to not even like just reconcile? I can understand like, oh, this is stupid. You should reconcile, blah, 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 blah. Why say that we can fake it in front of the camera, but then there is a lot of money to be made? But like it just made me go, huh? Okay, you know what I mean? Or the third option, that contract looks super legit, and we know because Letitia swore that Danny owned the song to transfer to her. They left the room, okay? Like I couldn't hear anything because normally when they talked or whatever, I would hear them, but I couldn't hear them. And the camera was like just at the top of his head. Like I said, when he showed the contract, he didn't take his zoom. No. It was the real court. That is not even a question. No. That was the real court, guys. Let's not go that far. It was okay. It was the real court. Tanika just sent me something, and I'm like, wow, that's why I was just like, why are you talking like, oh yeah, you need blah blah blah. Like, why? Like most of it was, and when he start, because at the beginning, when I'm telling you, he was so rough, tough on me, like really. But then after, when he started saying, well, you can work together, but you can fake it in front of everyone, but in the back, your friend, he was way nicer. So it was just exact. I couldn't see anything on Zoom. Like I said, I saw the head. So I don't know. Or maybe, like I said, that contract looks super legit. And if I write right now a contract with any of you saying that I'm giving you the entire Beatle collection, songwrite, right? You now have it because we wrote it, because I swore. Like I swore. What am I going to say? I just. And then each time I was like, nah, sir, you need to tell me why. I'm asking if Danny's real name wasn't on the contract. No, well, I don't know. She called herself Danielle Robertson. Let me show you the contract. Like, let's look at this contract that was so extraordinary that the judge just like was, wow. Yo, 15 minutes. I was like, first of all, we started like 45 minutes, 50 minutes late. But I'm like, okay, like it happens and shit. But then we barely started, and then he left for like 15 minutes, and then I couldn't hear both of them, and they clearly both left. And then they both came back, and then suddenly it was like, well, there is where I was like, what the fuck? It was weird, guys. It was weird. Okay. It was a weird moment. It was a weird shit to me. Okay. And I do not know. Okay. So either, like I said, I'm Canadian, she's from Texas, and now there is, tension with immigrant. Possible. Listen, there was not even a point in arguing anything about Daniel because Lady Atish was swore. And when I asked, yo, show me the ownership, he showed the transfer. Hello, Fly High. And when I said, well, sir, I can fucking create a contract that I'm giving you the Beatles songs, it doesn't mean it's legit without any third party. And he said, I have ruled. And I was like, what? And then literally at the end, when it was like, I was just like, yo, sir, I don't even care anymore. Like, it's cool, I've lost. Just explain to me, what do you mean? What do you mean? We're not even gonna read that shit. And like I said, maybe Lady Atisha was in the room and I just didn't hear her anymore. Okay? Maybe she just became super quiet. I don't know. Okay, but normally I could hear her. But I couldn't hear her anymore. Like I couldn't see what was happening. I just heard the judge scream, recess! And then he left. And then 15 minutes later, I was hearing about, well, you can fake being enemies on YouTube and be friends. There is way more money to be made like that. And I'm like, it was so weird that I remember, like, I'm telling you, I'm like, yo, Danny is probably gonna buy the transcripts. So this is even cooler. And I will look into how to buy. I just need to find it because Danny always does it all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was what was said. Like, why would I lie? Like, I'm saying, I'm like, yo, I underestimated the power of this exit. I'm sorry. And another weird shit. Another weird shit was that instead of showing, oh yeah, I put it already in appeal. Like the moment that happened, I was like, okay, fine, I need to have 100%. Because at the end of the day, okay, guys, I am a black woman, okay? I'm used to having to be literally at 100% and the other percent can be at like, 10%. Like, fine, that was me. That's why my first thing was like, yes. Hmm? No, are they trying to strike you right now? Probably. Isn't Danny always striking me one way or the other? That's her life now. So yeah, it was just really silent for 15 minutes after 10 minutes of course. And then I heard about that and I said no. Because what, like I said, he really tried to heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me. And I was like, you are not a couple therapist, you are a judge. Let me see. Yo! Thank is that another thing? Because again, this has never happened to me. I have never seen a judge tell me, y'all, lie to your subscribers, make money, be friends. What the fuck? I've never seen such conduct. Okay. I've never seen that. So that's why also I kept on asking. I'm like, is it because I'm Canadian? Like, I don't get it. I've never seen that. So also, I will say I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Is that normal? Okay, dropping the T, you're not from the USA. So can someone tell me if that's normal? Yes, not today. But is it normal that a judge is saying you to do that after a 15-minute recess? Let's forget about the 15-minute recess. Is it just normal to say that? I really don't know. I've never seen such conduct. Like, like what is that? I was like, like it was just weird, which is why I had to ask. Okay, it's not okay. I don't know. Yes, from a business perspective, but we are not in business school, babe. We are in court. So I just maybe he wanted to give us some business savvy. I don't know. That is why I'm asking, as I am Canadian. Okay, and that I didn't expect it. Okay, so it was really weird. It was a weird moment. That's why I kept it for the end because I was like, this is just so weird. I don't even know what to say. I'm like, maybe it's normal. It's just like, yo, be business savvy. It's not that deep. I don't know. I'm just like, ooh. I never expected such conduct. How interesting. Maybe he said that to prevent you from being in the same predicament again. Maybe. What do you think, guys? Like I said, I'm not American. I'm not gonna say it's normal or not. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe he was being a fatherly man trying to help me. I don't know his life. I'm just asking. That's why I'm like, we're discussing it together. You blew that. That's a good. Thank you, Christine. Make it rain, make it rain. If you love your owl. Yes. Another good theory, Blue Bella. Maybe I wanted you to ask him on your YouTube channel, make him a clown. Listen, I don't know what happened, guys. Okay, um, I was just shut the fuck up. Listen, listen. I accept it. I should have destroyed that. Like I said, I'm gonna ask. Listen, I don't know. Is it because me is Canadian? Is it because I don't know? Is it weird? Is it not weird? It is USA Magic. I'm like, yo, same shit. I'm just like, oh, I've never seen such conduct. Thank you, Christine. Make it rain if you love your oh. So yeah, let's look at the really serious contract that Lady Latisha swore on. Okay, this is it. This is all we receive. Effective date July 21, 2025. This agreement is entered into by and between Party A, Danielle Robertson, writer. Bitch, what writing? Anyhow, I need to destroy it, Madgie. Just saying. It looks ridiculous to me. Okay? I'm asking people, like sincerely, because that was my mistake. I really didn't take that contract seriously. Like I didn't take that contract seriously. That was my bad. Letitia Murray, brand owner. What brand? Anyhow, the work. This agreement applies to the original song titled Lady Letitia Smooth Jam, limited to its lyric and compositional structure, which I still don't know what that means. I still don't know what that means. Yes, not today. I suppose that it's enough that she swore that there was a transfer without showing, because normally when you get, let's say, because I'm going to go really finance, but just because, okay? I transfer you a bound, okay? When, you are, let's say, okay, like, whatever. I transfer you, I want to give you a deed, okay, or something, whatever. Where is the thing that proves that you own it? Because you can just find something down in the street and claim to own it, or you can steal it or whatever. Where is the right of ownership? Where is the contract? Where is the proof? When Danny registered her own other songs, there was a legal paperwork. So I never believed that a transfer without any proof that the thing was even up to be, because that's why I keep on saying that I can go and do a contract and say I own Lady Latisha Smooth Jam, but where is the proof that I actually own it? So that's why I'm like, I didn't take that shit seriously, because I'm like, it is a transfer, but it doesn't prove that she had the right to it. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It is a meaningless transfer because Where do you prove that you had the shit to transfer first? Where is your right to transfer the shit? So I didn't take that contract seriously, and that was my biggest mistake because I was like, this is not possible. This is so stupid. This is not a contract saying I, Lady Latisha, own the song. No, it's just an agreement of transfer. What if you have an agreement of transfer, but you don't transfer the good? Do you still own the good? I don't know, man. I'm just like, the registered copyright is ownership. Are you talking about Lady Atisha Smooth Jam? Because, like I said, Danny has actual registered work, like Danny Montana instrumental. She has actual ownership. So she knows how to actually own a shit to transfer. But where is the proof that she owned that shit to transfer? Before July. Okay, not today. You're being so weird. It's like you want me to get mad by being so passive aggressive, but then you just, oh, she cannot take criticism. But I'm like literally saying that this contract is stupid. So if you can tell me that those are the rule of your country, that anyone can write a contract of transfer without any third party, any notification, anything, and it just means they transfer, it's all good. And I've never seen that. Like I said, I can write a contract and sign it. It doesn't mean I can write a contract and say, well, I transfer the right of Lady Atisha Smooth Jam to Loki. I can do the same contract. Does it mean I am the owner? Does it mean I have the proof of transfer? For me, this is weird. So, is it normal in America? So, not today, since you keep on saying I didn't do my research, is it normal in America? Stop saying I didn't do my research and actually tell me if that is normal in America to just write a paper and say that you're transferring it. Tell me if that is normal in America. Because saying I didn't do my research is so fucking insulting. I did my research. I find this stupid. I refuse to believe that this is actually fucking normal. Yes, but you're being weird. Not today. I don't know how to say this more nicely. You are being weird. So I repeat again, is that normal? Just answer the question. It ain't that deep. Hello Mimi, hello me over here. You're literally on here still claiming to be right. I'm saying if she actually owned the song, she is right. She didn't commit fraud. My mistake, because I didn't think that that was okay. Thank you. Like, I don't understand what the hell is going on with not today. Like, it's whatever. I laugh at the fact the judge accepted the transfer when ownership was not proven. I think it's ridiculous, which is why my example to the judge was to say, well, I can write a contract saying that I transfer to you the Beatles song. Doesn't mean I actually have the right to transfer you the Beatles song. Yo, not today. I don't care anymore. Thank you. Like, you're being deliberately obnoxious. Like, literally, you're just being obnoxious. Okay? I repeat, does Danny have the right of transfer? Why do you keep talking to me about the transfer? I keep on telling you, I see the letter of the transfer, which they need to prove that they did in July. And so there was it was not like retroactively done just to, F with the court. So I'm just like, listen, it's not to say that the judge didn't have a paper. He had paper. He had a paper. He had that paper. Where does that paper prove that Danny had the right to transfer the song? One, because this is not like, anyhow, it doesn't prove that. One. Two, I need to see that this contract, I want the metadata. I want to see that this contract was not created after the lawsuit to give Lady Letitia like she needs to prove that this happened. Then why did you lose? Because she swore. So what I need to do, because for me personally, this is BS. Pluto loser. I did lose. I'm not saying I didn't lose. He thought he had enough proof because I didn't fight to throw out that bullshit. This need to have authentication. I should have not thought that this shit was so stupid that who would believe that? A contract can be as simple as a meeting of mind. I agree, Sacred Onion, which is why I keep on saying, you don't see me say, oh, the fact that it's written, it's so stupid. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying, does Danny have the right to transfer the song? That's my first question. Second, was this contract, if she has the right to transfer the song, did she do that retroactively to make the Lady Letitia's strike legal? Those are my two questions because, hello, Oli Molly. Like I said, for me, that contract was stupid. But now they should rest easy and me saying, now I'm taking all of that seriously. So, am I upset that I lost? Well, yes, obviously, I don't like losing. But why I mostly feel like, what the fuck, is because I'm like, for me, it's not a real combat. Like, it's not real. And the sense, like, it's a real loss. It's not what I'm saying, okay? It's a real loss. I lost. But for me, it is so stupid. Why would she have the right to transfer the song? She can't transfer the song. She needs to have, she needs to be the owner of the song. Like, Siguna, if I give you, I transfer you, I don't know, I transfer you like Michael Jackson song. I just write a contract, we sign the contract, we shake hand, okay? We do everything. Like, this is a real fucking contract. But do I have the Michael Jackson song to transfer to you? That is the part that I'm talking about. That's why I said this contract is ridiculous, was ridiculous to me. Because I'm like, but it doesn't even show that. There, I give intellectual property to Polo all the time. I don't know what type of thing. It has the moment it's created an email to him, so it will be easy to backdate. Yes, exactly. Because then I'm like, listen, now that is me taking that seriously. That's why I have multiple arguments. My first argument is prove to me that this should belong to you to be able to transfer. One. Two, my second argument is when was this contract created? Yeah, I was able to show that. That was one of my evidence, which is, like I said, I didn't think this a transfer without. It's. I think it's maybe I don't know. Like I have never seen that people take contracts so frivolously, and that's on me. That's why I'm like taking it with a certain humor. I don't like that I lost. I don't like that they're celebrating and doing all of that. Like it's annoying to me. But at the same time, in my heart, I know how much I have tried to make this coherent and make this ironclad. But when my fight is now that I need to prove, there you go, Southwest. The contract, wait, blah blah blah, and like I said, that contract for me is so suspicious. Okay, to as to when the contract was created, because I don't understand that lessons term. Why give it to Lady Latisha 3 months later so that they can both strike me? Like this is literally from July to November, which is when Danny and her struck me. Like this is a really odd contract. Yes, I lost. I lost. I lost. Okay. And then what type of contract has literally enforcement right during license term? Why are you already talking about the fact that you can both start doing cis and dises for Lady Latisha? Blah 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 blah. So the signature, Danielle Robertson, writer. I'm like, okay, that's her signature. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't even know if that's her real name. Like, I don't know who is that artist. Who the fuck is Danielle Rob? Like, it reminds me of those schemes. You know, that's my girl, Southwest. Oh, discussing my tactic. There was no tactic. Lady Latisha won because she owns the song. Like, this is not, like I said, this was never a complicated case. Okay? It was, and it's still not. So now she has proven that she owned it. It is up to me to take that shit seriously. So yeah. She's Danielle Robertson Ryder. I don't know if that's her real name. I don't know. This is the signature, and it was supposedly in July 21, 2025, which, like I said, I want the metadata, I want the email line, I want like proof that they actually did that shit on that date, because it looks like a really, really, really suspicious contract to me. It looks like a contract that was not signed in July, but signed in November. So I know I need to destroy this because that was the point. Exactly. Now it's up to you to prove that, because, like I said, that was my mistake. Look at what a license term. Anyhow, I just think that contract is so stupid. I am not used to judge also just believe your word. Like I actually believed Lady Atisha was going to come with proof or try to say something that, like it's my no, she just needed to show that transfer with no proof of transfer. So for me, that's exactly like the burden of proof. I had the burden of proof. I had the burden of proof so much that that I had to prove that Lady Atisha representative were really her representative, which I didn't expect because I thought if it was literally written that they were her representative, I thought it meant that they were her representative, which is my bad. It's not weird at all. Like I said, either for me, it's literally bias, which I can win against. Okay. I just literally need to, like, it needs to be perfect. Okay. Literally perfect because, wow, I need to prove the bitches. Exactly. Because Danny needs to prove her name is Daniel. That's the name and the stupid ass contract. Who the fuck is she? Listen, she said to the judge when he turned to her and said, "Do you know Ashley Williams?" She said, "No, I don't know her." He said, "Do you have people?" So he asked her, "Is she working? Is she? Is it the same signature?" That is a good question because it's such a random signature. What the fuck is it? And next time, I swear to God, I will show that. Like, what the hell? I can't believe we didn't even get to watch. Huh? Huh? It's Lady Letitia, Letitia, Lady Letitia. Like, if I. So, yeah. Uh, he asked her if she had people working for her, and she said, "No, I don't have people working for me." And that was enough to prove. Yes! Thank you, cops! Because me and cops have something to talk to you about. Huh? Huh? Hello, Maya! So, yeah, guys. Please, 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 please. Okay? I admit, I lost. Okay? I just didn't take this contract seriously. I didn't think I needed to literally destroy this contract. I didn't know. And I didn't know that I needed to prove that Lady Latisha's representative were Lady Latisha's representative. There you go. Thank you, Danny. Like I am all good. For me, I'm like, okay, I understand now. I understand what I did wrong. Exactly. Exactly. They need to prove how they created. It needs to be the exact same fucking name. Oh yes, I needed to check if it was the same signature. Oh yeah, no, guys, me and the Cups, we were talking about those ridiculous moments. And like I said, guys, at the end of the day, if the fact that she swore is enough, the burden of proof is wow. Okay, so I am all good. And if it is also about the fact that I am Canadian and it is the attitude of the, you know, state to be this way with immigrant and people from us, like, natural bias happen. Hello, Spirit Spellcaster. So disappointing. Listen, but you also swore, but that was not enough. That's why I asked him because I said, but I also swore. And I was like, is it because I'm Canadian? Because I couldn't understand. I'm like, but we both swore. And she said she only did one strike. And I can show you that there is 1,000 strike. At least, at least more than one. Like I said, if she owns the song, like she didn't commit fraud, it's a fact. Like this is a fact. And those facts are the fact. But I refuse to say that this fucking contract is the proof of ownership when Lady Atisha Smooth Jam is not even registered in the Copyright Office. Okay? So now I say no. So yeah, that's the only thing. Exactly. Another thing that I did. Mhm. Another thing that I didn't do, and that Lady Atisha did a lot, was show clips of us or me online. I just forwarded like the little clip of 2 minutes to just show we both don't like each other, but it's not up for discussion. But that, mm, 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 mm. Remember when I kept on saying to Lady Atisha, you're committing fraud, stop it. I need to do a montage of that. That would be really good. So yeah, I will show that when I said you do not own the song, when she came on my platform and she said oopsie doopsie. Like that, like I said, I was like, but those are internet shit. We have hard evidence. I don't want to talk about the internet. But that was my bad. I should have shown oopsie doopsie. So guys, yes, we are going to Apple. Exactly. Most AI songs can be copyrighted. That's why it's important to prove who made it. Hit me up on, yeah. Like I said, I'm like, oh, okay, Madgie needs to destroy this. And now I need to know that a representative doesn't mean that they represent the person they represent. Ta-da! Yes, yes, Danny. Okay. So this is stupid. Okay. This is stupid. And I can deal with that. I can deal with stupidity, I guess. I think that's my thing. I was like, this is too stupid, which is my fault. So, like I said, because for the judge, it's enough that Lady Latisha swore, while my swearing doesn't matter. I need to literally destroy that shit. And I'm cool with that because I'm like, and when I say destroy, I mean because I think it's fake. That's my opinion. If it's a real transfer and that he really owns it to transfer it, and then they didn't do it like in freaking, I don't know, December or January just to show fake paper to the court, that's on me. But I don't believe it's a real contract. And I don't believe Danny ever owned the song to actually be able to fulfill that stupid ass contract. Therefore, it is what it is. And that is on me. That is constructive criticism. But I also want people to admit that this is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is a ridiculous moment to me. And let's not forget the whole, well, you can act as if you were friends. Listen, I'm not saying I don't know. That's why I keep on asking, and I'm talking with you, my loves, to be like, is that normal that you don't even know? Like, What happened? Because let's say an hypothetic like situation. You have the transfer right, okay, all is good. Like you have the transfer contract, all is good. The person is supposed to give you, the proof that they own it, which mean anything. Like when, let's say, where is the Danny one? Yeah, Danny Montana instrumental. Because like I said, Danny, who is the one supposedly, gifting song, she knows how to register a song. Oh, listen, me, the represent, I just removed them. Like, yo, now she's saying she doesn't know those people. She don't know Ashley. And I'm like, oh, but Ashley represent you. I don't care. Okay. Now, only the one that she is the only owner of. So, yeah, normally there is something. Okay. There is something like a registration, something. Okay. To prove, like you have a paper, something to prove that you own the shit. Like, let's go, like, hypothetically, like, I'm really talking like in hypothesis, like, it's not like a real situation. Let's say that contract is legit and the song was really registered. Danny gives the contract without that registration. But then Danny and Lady Atisha fall out. Who owns the song? The person with the contract or the person with the actual registration paper? Like, who owns it? Especially if the contract was signed without a third party, no authentication, just signature, and one of the signature is literally just an electronic signature. Like, how does it work? Who have who has the real right? Because, like I said, there was no paper given with that freaking transfer. Like, there was nothing. Because normally, when you transfer something that is like a song or even something that, let's say, you're buying art and you're exchanging, you have a contract saying that you own it. You always have something that you own to show that you own the shit until if you cannot touch it, like a song, like, I don't know, like a I don't know, like a right to an invention. I don't know, like you have to have a paper. You cannot just I declare that I'm transferring this shit. Like you need to prove it. So yeah, no, I'm like Danny knows how to register a song, especially an AI generated song that is not a real song. And then, oh yeah, one of the things that she also did because the judge kept because she said, "Oh, she played my content," and I was like, "We're not talking about your content, girl. We're talking about the song. That is the only thing." Okay, you struck me for the song. Don't talk to me about the content. And I told the judge I never used that song. And you know that she and all the videos she showed, she never showed a video of me playing her song. She showed a video of me playing one of her sentence, and I was just like, well, this is not the object of what we are here now. And this is when the judge just said, well, she owns the song. Look at that paper. Look at that paper, which he did like that with. And then that's why I started laughing because I was just like, are you kidding me? The transfer. So yeah, I should have insisted way more into proving the ownership of that paper. That's why I said I can help you. Don't fucking help me, Quintelsa. You cannot help me. So yeah, she showed me play. I was like, this is not the same thing. What are you doing? Stop trying to deflect. Yes, he may as well have shown me toilet paper. He was literally like, look, look, look. And I said, but you played her content. And I was like, well, first of all, we're here to argue about the song. One, two, fair use. And he said, what? And it was like, fair use. That's why she didn't instruct me on the content she was talking about because my content was transformative. So, what is we talking about right now? So yes, like I was just like, this is the weirdest. Like I'm gonna play that song. No, for me, the thing that made me think, because if not, I would have just thought, well, I'm Canadian. The right now the ambience is not the best with immigration and foreigners. Okay, if we look at ice and all of that, okay, so not the best. I would have just thought that. I would just have thought, oh, okay, so I literally need to have, I need to do this and I need to do that. The thing I found weird was when they let, and I cannot, I don't know if she left, but I couldn't hear her anymore. Okay, the for me, this it seemed like both of them left for 15 minutes. I understand. There, like some judge do take recess and small claims because let's be clear, this was not a federal case or a big like this is a court that they just go back to back, back to back, back to like it's small claim. So when they take recess normally in Canada, okay, I'm asking, it's normally 5 minutes, okay, and it's more if they really have a headache after 30 minutes and people just don't are not cool. It's normally not really after the opening statement. Okay, like, but at the same time, I've also never seen a court tell me you should lie to your subscriber. You should lie to your subscriber. You can be cool behind the scene, but just lie. So I'm like, listen, 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 listen. Maddy was not prepared for this. Madgie was not prepared for this. So I was just like, listen, 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 listen. And again, I didn't use her song. Danny, you are from the United Kingdom. You don't fucking count, okay? That I've never seen a court depict themselves in this manner. I've never, I've never seen that. I've never heard this as a. And like I said, this was spent way more time on it than any exhibit. I had to ask the judge, I'm like, can I show my exhibit? And I could only show one exhibit. Oh, I could only show one exhibit. And then he said, well, the ownership, when he saw he couldn't convince me to start working with Lady Letitia. And she was like, yeah, we were friends before. I was just like, so you can recall. I was like, no, no, fuck it. Like, what the fuck? I was just like, yo, are we in couples therapy? Like, I think you're probably going to see it in the court transcript. I just literally asked, are you a psychologist? Because I did not understand why he was trying to make us make up. I was just like, oh, there's so much more money to be made. American judge tend to have bias. You need an American to sit beside you. Honestly, even a translator. Fuck! How much is a translator? I want to pay. I knew being Canadian would affect me. How much the translator? Do you think I can ask like Christine to go to court to represent me? I'm blaming Canada. Oh, Canada, desert knows higher. Wait, I don't know where I will find it. Fine. I need an American. America! Fuck yeah! And like sometimes, okay, like the accent was accenting. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, either it's just bias or it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen because I've never seen a judge comport himself in this manner. Okay? I'm not used to that. To a judge telling me, lie to the people who you will make more money. Be friend. And then Lena Tisha, we were friend and the brass. Why are you saying, shut the bitch ass up, we're friend? No, because no, I did not have a lawyer that specialized in contract or copyright law for this case. No, because for a long time, Lady Latisha never said that she had a contract. Anyway, she took so much time to give that contract. I had to really ask for it. She was always saying, she gifted me. She gifted me like verbal agreement. Well, it's my name. Like, stupid shit. And then that contract just appeared, drowned by 1,000 other paperwork. And I was just like, this is the stupidest contract I've ever seen in my life. There was so much to answer. Like she was, even this morning, she was still sending shit. And I had to respond. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. What we're doing is what that contract. I need to understand, like, okay, like I swore the fuck. There you go. I'm telling you, it's horrible. Like, I'm not surprised, but shit. Like I said, the whole she swore, but then I said, but I swore too. And he just didn't even acknowledge that shit. And I had to ask him, is it because I'm Canadian? Because why is her swearing higher than me swearing that she's lying? Huh? So, yeah, no, I have accepted what happened because this was just funny to me personally. Because the thing is, since there is the appeal, I'm like, oh, okay, now I know the game. I understand that this is not normal court. Because from what I'm used to is to have really like analysis and all of like, I'm really used to not just someone saying, well, you did swear and believe me. I'm not used to that. So I'm not used to fighting. No, 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 no. Madgie is not paying for all of this, guy. Okay. If I cannot win, I cannot win. Okay. Madgie is not paying for all of this. Hell no. Okay. No. I will appeal. I will take a translator. I will ask for that shit to be either really proven or dismissed, which is one of the law of court. You need to authenticate document you give. So it's just part of the law. If she has an actual valid contract and Danny has an actual license that died from July, then it's not fraud. Hmm? Lydia said Danielle Robertson will go over the case this evening, and that was at the court on net worth. But couldn't see her, just hear her voice. Another creepy thing, but who am I to judge? Okay? I'm like, listen, I believe this contract is bogus. All I can ask is for authentication that Danny owns the right, an actual registration that date from July. That's it. If it's actually hers, it's hers. But I don't believe it is. Yeah, she had. I'm not surprised. And even that, like I said, she didn't need to do anything. She just needed to swear that it was a real contract and that Danny had the real right. I don't know. Like I said, for me, all I'm like, yo, I want to see the registration. Like now you're saying that there was a transfer, there is a legal contract, blah, 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 blah. I want to see the registration paper of that stupid ass song. And I want to see that they did that fucking contract in 21. Like there are actual thing that will show you when you're sending the email. I want to see the date of the email. Like that's it. Like she kept on requesting me for that type of shit and I gave it because I thought that this was serious shit. That if you cannot authenticate something, then it's all bullshit. Like I said, I am not used that only listening to my word was enough. So all I can do is this. But for me, I think, oh, the signature. Oh, did you check the signature? Me forgetting about the signature. Wait. I'm doing it. Give me 1 second. No. What is this? Thank you. Let's see the both signature. Okay. Where's my pacer? There you are. Yeah, no, I need the metadata. Okay, you don't get to just do that stupid ass signature with no third party, no contract, no registration date, no nothing. Okay, I'm like, no. You need to prove that Danny owned the right to give you that shit. I, I feel like the judge was tired and you were a foreigner. Like I said, I'm like, maybe yes, maybe that's what it happened. Maybe that 15-minute break was just a coincidence. Like I said, I don't know. So let's see. Okay, so that is the signature. Do you see her signature? Okay. Now that's the signature on the thingy on the lawsuit. Okay, that is the lawsuit that she did against me. You know the one where she sent it by server process. No comment. So yeah, that's her signature. Looks like the same to me. What do you think, guys? Looks like the same signature. What do you think, guys? Doesn't it look like the same? What a weird ass signature. Hmm. Hmm. Now I'm wondering what does the signature of, let's say, the soul cyclist look like? Because now I'm realizing I thought that was a stupid, like, does that not, it looks like the same thing, but I'm like, is that like, no, that's not an ink signature. Okay, that's not a, like, that's a, that's why I'm asking. I'm like, I'm like, it looks like the same signature to me. Lady Atisha was done with a pen. Hello, hello, old school Patricia. Hello, it's not me. So that's not handwritten. And like I said, there is no third party, there is no stamp, there is no registration paper. There is, I will continue to say, that was my fault. I should have destroyed that stupid ass shit. That was my fault. I knew I needed to because I did do like the paperwork to dismiss it, but like I said, there were so many exhibit at the same time. Anyhow, like I just want to know, was that, because there are ways to have like electronic signature, but it's like really official. Like, let's say for the job, you will send it by, the secret thing, and then the person can stamp it. Loser. Yo, listen, I will take it. I'll take it. I'm good with that. Like, yo, I didn't know that. Yo, she swore. Like, I wasn't ready for such a powerful defense. But for the appeal, I will be. Okay, that's on me. Oh my god. So yeah, I can see them. They probably all block you, Danny. Danny, they're scared of you. Like, I don't understand why the signature is, but then the date is, like, shouldn't she write her same signature? Like I said, this contract doesn't look legit, which is why I need to apply the rule of, if you're giving, if you are giving official paper, you need to authenticate them. Okay. So I am cool with this. That was my mistake. Up to the appeal. And like I said, I'm cool. Like, they can call me loser because I did lose. Like, I'm not. Non, ça va? Je suis sur YouTube, oui. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh, appelle Victoria Mimi. Gros bébé là, là. So, yes, sorry to anyone I missed earlier. Yo, me and Cup. Cups. 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 Cups has thing to tell us. that are so funny, guys. So yeah, no. Hello.
Hey Madgie, hey Pookie, how you doing?
Listen, there's so much stupidity going today.
Lord, send help.
Call Judge Joe Brown. Oh my God, guys. All
Yes.
she needs to prove is that Danny had the right to transfer the thing, okay? If not, it is not. Danny, fuck off. What do you mean? I love her voice. So what? Now you have a problem with my big ass screaming voice? Is that the problem now? Is it
Hey,
not?
it's not me. Hey, okay. Hey, old school. Period. Hey, everybody in the chat. Period. Period. Periana. So
Yeah, tell me if you want to tell because that
well,
shit made me laugh.
I don't wanna ruin a good thing just yet. We don't wanna ruin a good thing just yet. But I wanna, just maybe I want to say this on your platform. And I guess maybe we can talk about this. Have I ever
Mhm.
given you anyone's personal information?
No,
Have I ever maybe spoken to you about giving, like putting out anyone's personal information on your platform?
no,
Anytime we've spoken about something, it's in either to help each other or to support each other. It's been nothing more than that. Can you agree to that?
yes.
Okay, I thank you so much for that,
Mhm.
Maggie. Because
Listen, the stupidity I saw today,
It's it's a,
like,
it's out of control. The people are really trying to silence me,
mm,
and it's really sad. But I am going to fight, of course. I'm not going to allow anyone to silence me because I know what I've done and I know what I didn't do. So I'm not going to allow people to put other people things on me, and I'm not going to allow people to push a narrative, whether it's in YouTube streets or in the courts. Okay, I'm going to fight. Win, lose, draw. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to continue to speak my truth because I have every right to speak my truth. I'm not
mhm.
harming anyone by speaking my truth. I am just speaking my truth. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see what the problem is with talking about something. We're not doing it. You're not doing anything harmful. And by you questioning me or asking me questions, I don't see any harm in that.
Fuck you all.
Well, Maggie, don't feel no way because they didn't see Crash Out Cups. If they would have known Crash Out Cups, they would have been like, Maggie, you and this girl, Lord, we need to get somebody else on the line.
Is
So
it the octave? Is it the octave? But yeah, no. What they did is mostly showing for me personally. It's showing stalking behavior.
yes, I agree. I agree.
Like
If anything,
someone is literally hunting you down for
yes.
years because that's weird. How long have you not been here, Cubs? Like sincerely.
I left YouTube in 2022. Although I've been like in chats here and there, but I
Hmm.
literally left my platform in 2022. And I have not made any videos threatening anyone. I have not been in on anyone's platinum panel physically threatening to harm anyone or hurt anyone. The only time that has ever come about is when someone was threatening me and saying harmful things after they went to someone else's location and popped up there. So I made a very general statement that if someone thought they would come to my house, that they
Hmm.
would not be happy with the repercussions. And that still stands today because I have every
Period.
right to stand my ground. So,
Yes,
but I've
it's
never,
America. No, you have stand your
yes,
ground.
yes, yes. I mean, certain states are different, but where I
Hmm.
am, yes, there is a stand your ground law, and I'm gonna use that, of course, to the fullest of my extent, especially given the situation. And it's very clear to me that I am being watched.
Oh fuck it.
Um, I am definitely being watched, and I'm gonna do what I need to do for myself and my family because I know, like I said, I know my truth. And that's one thing. I know that they are trying to take my YouTube channel, guys. So you
No,
know,
they're not trying to only take your YouTube
yeah,
channel. Taking your YouTube channel, that is same old, same old.
yeah,
That is next level,
yeah.
especially coming. Because I'm so sorry. I have 1,000 subscriber.
Yeah.
Why is you watching me?
Right. Right. That's what
You're
I'm
watching
saying.
me not for me, because this person never bothered with me until you started coming on my platform. It's not about me, it's about you.
Right, right, and I, it's so sad that, like I said, they want to take my channel because they know that I have video proof of things on my channel, and then they want to silence me immediately after. They don't want me to talk. They want to keep continue to do these wrongful things to me, and then try to silence me and make it seem like I'm doing these things to them, and that is not the truth. That's not the truth, and I'm always gonna stand by that.
Who we talking about? Listen, I want to say what the fuck is going on, but it's not my story to tell, because this shit actually made me laugh out loud again today. There was a lot of laugh out loud today
Yeah,
because
that
it's just ridiculous.
right now, I would love to tell you guys, but I'm just going to wait just a little bit because I do want to seek legal counsel in this situation and see what the best situation is, because these people are trying to paint a narrative
Mhm.
on me. So I know that if I tell you guys, this is going to end up in another court. This right here, this conversation in quotes with Maggie and me on the screen is going
This
to
is a
end up,
threat. This is a threat.
yeah, it's going to be a thread. This is when they say
We're
this soul.
doxing people. We're doxing people.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So it's like I don't want to say that right now until I seek the proper counsel, until I respond back with the proper response, and then I will speak my piece. And I appreciate you, Maggie, for not saying anything because you don't have anything to do with this. I was more so surprised how many pages of you were in there because I'm like, what the heck, this
Because
Maggie?
you are on my channel. That's why I'm saying it's not about me. Like when, let's say, I just started in the sector and people had a lot of my content, but it was about Jack. So I know when someone is targeting me, and I know when someone is targeting someone else,
Yeah,
and that's ain't about me. Like I have had consequences. I thought at the beginning it was about me, but it ain't about me. It's about you.
yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
problem with you.
Yeah, they want
They're
to. I mean, it's very
scared of
clear. They want to
you
silence me. They definitely want to silence me. That's more than confirmed. And I just wanted to say here on your platform because I haven't had a chance to go live. That won't happen. I have every right to speak my truth. I have a freedom
Mhm.
of speech. That is my First Amendment right, and I have every right to use that. I'm not harming anyone by speaking my truth. I'm not threatening anyone, and I'm not engaging in that behavior of someone else doing it. Like I can support who I want to support. It's the same way these people support who they want to support, and but I'm not doing any of these things, and I plan on, of course, having my day in court to prove these things.
Listen, the ridiculousness of the only time we talk about doxing, it is when you say how much you don't dox. And I say, I'll dox a bitch. Like that's literally our conversation about doxing.
Right, right. And then we only had that one time that we were talking about it, and
Yes.
like I said, like I'm not, that can't any those the things that's being said. I know that those things can't be proven because I know I didn't do it. That's the thing. I know I didn't do this. I know I didn't do it, and I have the proof that I didn't do it. So I look forward to my day in court,
And
and
the fact that the person is following you from channel to channel, verifying at what minute you appear, because it's not like you appear on my channel every day since
yeah,
the moment I start. Like you come
yeah,
when you come.
yeah. And it's
But
and
this
it's like,
person,
yes, and it's very scary. It's very alarming because it's like, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. And that's
well,
why
when I saw that person strike me and then after that block me from their channel, I was just like, I'm so sorry. What?
right, right. What
What?
is going
How
on?
do you know me to do that?
Right, right. Little old you. And my thing is, I'm just out here in the ghetto. Why is you even coming around these parts? Right?
I'm like, we're
Why
not a
you
big
coming around
channel.
these
I'm
parts?
so sorry.
Because
Like,
my opinion is my opinion. And I even said that on your platform, Madge. I said how I feel about these people is my personal opinion. Everyone else experience with these people may be different, but that is my experience. And I can speak to my own experience. So,
listen,
and I
as an
plan on,
American in America, you have freedom of speech.
yes. All right.
Okay, you don't have the freedom to, what did they say, threaten. Okay, that you do not have the freedom to do. But you didn't do that.
Right.
So
I
do they
did.
feel so threatened by opinion?
That's what it seems like, that it's a threat of my opinion, because ultimately, and I mean, even though me calling someone what I feel they are, that's my personal opinion and my personal experience. That doesn't garner, how is that harming this person? How is this stopping this person from getting any money? Because for one, your videos are being struck, and then on top of that, it's not like you're garnering 50,000 views, 70,000 views on these
Thank you.
videos. So how is this damaging to anyone, right? How is this harming anyone by people speaking, just having a conversation? Because once again, like I said, it wasn't a problem when it was a conversation in 2021 and 2022, when these people were going from panel to panel on these panels in the chats, while these people were lying, saying I bleached my skin. This person calls me a gremlin, which some will say is a racial slur, right? Said I was the dirt under their shoe. They don't have video clips of me calling them names. They don't have that. Like, maybe I'll call you a little fun name or something, like something cute, but I'm never going to like disparage like somebody's, looks to the point of like calling you like an animal or something. But this person engaged in that
Say that the
behavior.
person bleached their skin or whatever, what
Yes,
is sensitive, because bleaching the skin is really misogynoir.
yes.
Like white people are not here bleaching their skin. Like
They
this
do.
is really targeted. It
Right.
is weird.
It was very targeted at me. And then it was also for them to call me a Afro Latina and to be promoting this type of things. If anything, I'm the one that has been heavily affected by this. My channel has been affected by this. It is still affected by this. When I first started to come back to YouTube and go to YouTubers' channel who I watched or support, I had people in there saying, calling me cups of bleach, or saying, "Oh, you said this. You said that you had a fake wage garnishment," which I did not. These people lied and said these things, but it's like, I'm just telling my truth. Why can't I tell my truth after people have lied on me for so long? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm not telling nobody I've never given out nobody's home address. I don't even know nobody's home
Mm-mm.
address. I'm not even looking at these people like that. I'm not.
We don't even say name.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, we're not saying names right now, but I was saying names. I really was letting
oh
it off.
no, no, no. I mean the real name.
Oh,
Calling
yeah,
you
yeah,
the name
yeah.
of your stupid ass channel
Oh,
is
the
not
channel,
naming your
yes.
name. Like I
Yeah.
call you cups.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I don't call you your real name. I learned your real name by, you know,
Right.
like that is not something we do. We stay within the boundaries of,
Of
well, this is
content. Right.
exactly.
That's where I stay in the boundaries of content. I don't go personal, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect and I've done some imperfect things, of course, as we all have. But, I can be accountable for those things. And I know that anything I've done only came after I was attacked for a very long time behind this person. And those are things that I can prove. Like, so I look forward to proving them.
But isn't that incredible, the timing of it?
It's very incredible. That's why I said that I think that they're trying to take my channel, because
Hmm.
what I'm seeing is that this was, so guys, someone is suing me. Well, I'll tell you that someone is suing me. But the lawsuit was started in the beginning of the year. They started this lawsuit in the beginning of the year, but strategically they started striking me a few days ago. So I don't know. It's a lot, but either way, I'm definitely here to fight. So I'm definitely going to take it to court. I'm definitely going to, I look forward to my date in court to speak my truth.
And that person is trying to get doxxed, by the way, because
Yes.
and that lawsuit, which I've never seen, they keep on putting their real name everywhere. It's like, well, normally when you get a lawsuit, sometime you will show it on the screen, but literally, this is just a trap.
And then my other question was, why wouldn't they put their YouTube handle and the handle that they had?
Thank
Because
you.
it's so many different things. But after talking to a few good people about it, we it's all in agreement that this is a tactic to silence me, and a whole
Mhm.
bunch of added fluff to it that has nothing to do with me. The things that's in here has nothing to do with me. She's trying to put other people's whatever they've done on me, and I look forward to my day in court. That's all I could say. I definitely look
Oh
forward to.
yeah, they're baiting her into dox because she say that person says that Cups dogs them, which is why we keep on saying, I have said I will dox a bitch if she goes far enough. Cups keeps on saying, I don't dox, I don't dox, I don't dox. So I'm like, we have never even said, I didn't know the real name of that person before.
Right.
Like, I never asked and she never gave me that, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
that
Because
person has always used their handle. Even when they're striking, they're not using their
right.
real name.
Right. Right.
So
That's why
why
I'm
are you putting your real name and putting your address on every page?
right. Right.
This
Right.
is not normal court thing to see. Like I was literally like just, okay, yeah, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They wanted to bait me. They want me to maybe show it, or I don't really know what the aim is of it, but I do know that they're trying to bait me, and I also know that they're trying to silence me because that's what she's asking the court to do. She's asking the court to tell me to shut up and delete my videos. Delete my videos and shut up, basically, is what she's saying. Forget what we did to you. Okay, girl. We just
Oh,
don't want you
what
talking
did
about
it
it
to
no
you?
more.
Who cares? But
So,
don't you find it suspicious? I go to court with Lady Tisha. The day before you receive a fucking, you get served. The
right,
week before I get served by Danny.
right, right, right.
This is weird.
Right. That tells you that it's a coordinated effort, and that's what they don't want us talking about. They don't want us bringing this stuff to the light, but at the end of the day, we have every right to talk about these things. We have every right to talk about it.
And that mysterious contract didn't appear until last week.
Right. Hello. And that's very interesting within itself.
And I'm sorry, you're American, and I know Texas, and I know different state, but it's weird that the judge is telling you to lie, right? And say like, I don't know,
Yeah.
is
Well,
it?
I mean, like I said, I think every state is different. Texas is a different type of state. Like I said, I believe that that's a Republican state. So I don't know that they operate a little bit different over there. I'm from a Democratic state. Our judges are, a lot more different, in my opinion. And I think that's how, United States is just not everything is the same. Every state operates differently. And with Texas, one thing I do know about Texas, it's a red state, and they operate in their own ways over there. So
So let's say they will be like I said, I knew that being Canadian would be
a disadvantage, right? Yeah, you said that. You
exactly.
did say that. Yes.
But I didn't expect that literally her swearing and me swearing, her swearing something was higher than me swearing something.
Yeah. And
I
yeah,
didn't expect that.
yeah. I mean, I think maybe, and no disrespect to the judge, because I don't know. I didn't hear the court, or I don't know anything about it.
Exactly.
But
We don't really dox.
yeah, so
When I
I
say I
think
will dox a bitch is if you are really annoying me. Cups is saying that even if you annoy her, she won't do it.
Yeah. I'm just not putting out nobody's
Mm.
personal information like that. I am a survivor of being stalked. I know what that is in real life to be stalked. That is not anything nice for anybody to ever experience in their life. And it's a bit traumatizing that I'm feeling like I'm going through that again right now with this situation because, you know, but, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
No, being stalked is traumatizing.
It's a very traumatizing thing. Like,
Mhm.
it's a very, very traumatizing thing. And,
Mhm.
that's a lifelong PTSD type of
Yeah.
situation. And, I wouldn't put that on anyone, like not over no YouTube,
No.
beef. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me
Mhm.
dox this person because of YouTube beef. Like, no, I
Mhm.
believe in my content. I trust in my content, and I believe that I can put the content out to tell people, and they can make their own opinions. Like, people
Mhm.
disagree all the time, and I don't have a problem with it. Like, but I just would never. I pride myself in just having some integrity. I'm not perfect, but I do have
Mhm.
integrity. Like, I have daughters. I believe in karma.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do anything to anyone that I wouldn't want done to myself.
My thing with, because when I say I will dox a bitch, it depends on what is the level, because those people will say that me saying the name of someone is doxing.
Yeah.
But at the
I
same
mean,
time, they are here releasing whole address and showing picture of houses.
Right. And I think that's where it gets like, because
That's why I'm like, listen, I will say your full name, but sincerely, showing more, not really.
and
I think I showed a phone number once and a city. But yeah, no, I don't believe in showing addresses or stuff like that.
yeah,
I
like
don't believe in it.
identifying things that can lead someone to you. Like I remember when I first came on
Yeah.
YouTube and a YouTuber, and I didn't know about doxing, and I even talked about it in my video. I didn't
Hmm.
know about doxing, and it was a bigger YouTuber, and they came on my platform, and they were doxing someone, but I didn't really even fully understand. But the person doxed them first. So I felt like, it was kind of fair game as well too, because it's like you're putting out someone's personal information. You can't be mad if they put out your personal information. So I do
They
believe in
they
that.
can they
I do
can.
believe in that. I believe if you do something to somebody, you can't be mad if they do something back to you. Now
Oh,
I'm
they
not
will, because, like I said, I say their name, they say my name, and then
right,
they act as if I did. You know what I mean? Like, those people are
right.
weird.
Yeah, I
They
believe in
don't
like if
count.
you do something to somebody, you can't be mad if
Hmm.
it's done to you. But just blatantly doxing someone, unwarranted, like putting out something that can harm someone, like I think that's not
Like
okay.
your address, showing pictures of your house.
Of your home, yes, identifying things of your home, like all
Hmm.
those things are dangerous. That is a dangerous situation, like and
Mhm. Those people are so
I would never
crazy
put
that
it.
here her was not fighting her copyright strike only to not give her address.
Right, but she was very smart for that. She was
No, it's
very smart for
smart,
that.
but it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, and I
Like,
agree. I
you're scared
definitely
to
agree.
give your real address. Like, you're like, oh, because someone will show your address.
Yeah, they will. They definitely will. They
Hmm.
definitely will. And that's something that I feel like YouTube really needs to work on, like
A lot of
with
things YouTube needs to work
protecting
on.
their. Oh, well, definitely, definitely. Oh my God, if I could have a one-on-one with YouTube, the things we would talk about, buddy. You're like, now,
Hmm.
what is going on over here? I mean, I know we is in the ghetto of part of YouTube right now, but Jesus, give us something.
Give us a break at least. What the fuck?
Yeah, or a actual representative that we can talk to. Like, what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It shouldn't be such a tussle to get someone or, such a fight to get someone, like, so I think
Hmm.
that it's so much things that, they could work on, we all can work on, but it's an interesting journey.
It's just weird that all of this is happening at the same time.
Yeah, I
For
agree on that
me,
one.
that's weird. Like, normally, before YouTube, before my brain literally was like, seeing a judge disappear for 15 minutes and not hearing anything, and him just having a recess after 10 minutes, I would have thought nothing.
So he just left for 15 minutes. Well, he said, I'm just going to take a break and I'll be right back.
He said, no, he said recess, and then he left.
Uh,
Like, I'm not even sure he said recess. Because, like, I'm French, I speak French. So I think I heard recess. And so I was like, okay, it's probably going to be 5 minutes because that's what happened in small claim and where I am. Oh, 15 minutes. I was like, oh. And then when you come back, it's like, so you should be, lying. You should be friend. You will be making more money.
that's, I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done like no. I haven't been to
Mhm.
court in a very long time. So, mm,
Like I said, he was just like recess because I was really standing firm because since the first second, he was not taking me seriously. So that I knew.
yeah,
So I was just like, no, 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 no. Okay. Like, we're gonna go and we're gonna talk about this. And like I said,
right.
we talked about the striking. And then when he saw me and Lady Atisha were not becoming friends, that's when he said, okay, fine. It goes on for defendant. And
What?
then he said, well, she owns the song. And then I asked him, yo, show me the ownership, right? And then that's when he did with the country.
He said, "This is the ownership, the contract right here, the
Like,
non-third party, the non-third
he
party
went
confirmation
super close. He was
contract."
like, look, look, look.
Yeah, he said, "Here it go, right here. I got the contract." He said, "This is the contract right here. You didn't see
And then when I said, because I recognized it, because let's say if I wasn't prepared, maybe I would just not recognize it and I will believe him. But I was like, no, 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 that's a transfer order. And I was like, how do you know it's true? And when he
it?"
said, well, she swore, I was like, oh,
Right, right. Well,
like
I
swore
would definitely try
too.
to see if you can get that. Well, you say you're gonna appeal it, so I
Yeah,
would,
yeah, yeah. I'm appealing it.
question that.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I just need, because it's one of the rule. It's my right to have authentication
Right,
metadata to show that, well, first of all, she needs to prove that Danny had the right to give her that thing,
right,
because then the contract is null and void. I can do a real contract. Well, I can do a contract and say that I know every song in the world and transfer them to you. Don't mean
right,
it's right.
right.
So when I asked him that, he said, I've made my decision. And when I said, well, sir, if I could say that I transfer you the Beatles, but that's not true, like I cannot do that because I don't own it, he was just like, well, you can appeal it. You have 21 days.
Yeah, so that I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to deal with it. Maybe that's what it was. He was like, I mean, you listen. One thing I could say is, I worked for Social
Mhm.
Security as a clerk. The people that do like the typing in the court. And you'll be amazed with some of these judges. They are very interesting characters. And when they see some of these cases, sometimes they're like, this isn't really that serious. They don't take the case serious. So they kind of like, operate in
Oh,
that
yeah.
way.
But I could deal with not taking the case serious. But when you start asking me to prove that someone who says that they are the representative of that person and they did the strike through the account of the person,
Right.
what do you mean I need to prove that they work for her?
Right.
Like, he really looked like his questioning was so much harder on me than on her. He would be like, do they work? Do they work for you? No. Huh? Well, they don't work for her.
You be like, well, God damn it. Okay, well, what do we do next?
The representative. They say that it is her, the owner. It says her name.
Ugh.
It says that she is the what? Yeah, they do like 20 in a day. That's why I was like, maybe a recess of 5 minutes, because let's not forget, my court hour was pretty early. It was at 10 a.m.
That's right.
So it's not like I was like, at 4 p.m. and then he's tired and just like done with the day. Like, I was one of the first case of the day.
He said, well, I guess he didn't want to deal with it from the start. He said, I'm not even getting
Oh
your
yeah, he was
ticket.
already fucked that. And then after what? After no, like I said, when he started doing this, the peach, like you should after. It was also like I said, the thing about just after recess, you do 15 minutes. I hear nothing. Like he barely said, "Okay, so we're taking a break." It was just like recess.
And he was like, let me get out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
Like it was a weird experience.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure court virtually is already weird, because you don't really know. Usually when you're in a court, you got like somebody guiding you or like telling you. He said, my name is, and I ain't in it. Chrissy, period. There you go. He said, let me go on and get up out of here.
I
And
did not wear my cat ears. I looked real professional.
maybe you should have had the cat ears on, man, so he knew
Maybe
what to
that could
look.
have maybe made him laugh.
Right.
Like I
Right.
said, I cannot believe she didn't even need to say oopsie doopsie.
Right.
Like, I'm offended by this. I'm like, she could have at least said oopsie doopsie. The man was just like, well, she swore. I was like, oh. Like, she didn't even say, yeah, judge, I swore that this exhibit is real. No, the swearing he's talking about is the, like, the thing you do at the beginning. I swear
Yeah,
to
in the
only God.
beginning, yeah. Uh-huh. Put your right hand up.
That's
Mm-hmm.
thing that she did that convinced him so thoroughly.
Yeah. Well.
I've never seen such attitude. Personally, I know you're not like I know you're not from the same like is that normal let's say in a democratic state?
Well, I mean, yeah, you have some judges that just are like that. Like they yeah, you got some judges that just like that. Yeah. That it just be like, you
Really?
know
That would
what?
just be like, yeah, she swore.
Yeah, well, I've never per se seen it or heard of
Come
situations like
on, that's
that.
the big thing. Imagine because you both swear. Why is your swearing higher than mine?
Right. Right,
You
especially when
thought
you're
of
talking about fraud, like, I'm saying she did fraud and I'm showing these things that are clearly showing some type of cover up. And you're saying that because she swore that you believe that the thing she's showing is the truth.
I've never seen such behavior, but you're telling me that this is possible?
I mean, yeah, it
Like I
surely
would
is.
say
It happened
likely. I
today.
don't even want possible because you can have any type of weirdo in front of you, but just in general,
Yeah.
is that
I mean,
normal?
yeah. I didn't see some videos online of some judges doing some outrageous things, so I don't put nothing past nobody because these, you know, so yeah, he could have just been on that time today, like what, nah, we
No,
gonna
it's cool that he wasn't on the time. That's not what I'm asking. Well, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm too Canadian, but I'm just like, but we're both swearing. This cannot
yeah,
possibly be an argument. I've never heard of such an argument. I think people would have gotten really frustrated with that type of argument. I don't think it's normal. I know you're thinking about crazy judge, but I'm like, but that doesn't even, it's not even crazy. It's just weird. It's
yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, I think that he just didn't take the case serious, so that's why he just was
That's
already like,
possible.
yeah, that
Mhm.
he just was like, yeah, this is banter online. That's why he was like, you guys. That's why he was really trying to, I guess, get you guys to talk or be friends because he's like, oh, you guys can just make money. Like it's not that serious. Like,
Maybe he's a really chill. Yeah, that's the thing that because I'm just like that doesn't make sense in my head. But
yeah,
me pointing it out and then there is no answer. So I'm just like, that's what I find weird. But does that mean that I was perfect? Hell no. Like I said, I didn't take seriously that exhibit. Like that's on me. I should have
yeah,
been way harder on that exhibit, which I will be for the appeal. Like I wasn't perfect. I just didn't expect that swearing was enough.
right. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's really
Didn't
what
you
it is.
tell
You
me that is normal in America? I'm not American, so you know.
Yeah. I mean, well, now you know. So, you can only be better prepared now because, if that's something that they feel like, yeah, this is not
I
worth
don't
it.
know. Gut is saying that it makes sense because I don't know why. Why do you say it makes sense
What?
that her swearing is higher than mine?
No, I don't think it makes sense that her swearing is more higher than yours. You guys both swear. I just think that the judge just doesn't see it. He doesn't see value in the case to basically hold her accountable is what I feel like. He just like, oh, this is a stupid case. Like, this is online thing. So he just
Oh,
saying like, that's why he's just going with that. Like, oh, she swore it's not that serious. Like, yeah, like, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, he just was
so
on
it's
some like,
more prejudice because it's not serious and fuck that foreigner.
I mean, maybe that could be where it's at. He could be like, oh, you
No,
ain't even
that's
from here.
possible.
Yeah,
That's my
he could be
first
like, she
thought.
ain't even from here. How you
Sincerely,
coming over here thinking you're
it
gonna be
was
over here
my
living?
that was my first thought. It's sincerely the 15-minute recess and then the oh, you should lie. That's the thing that makes me go, oh.
Right.
That's the only part that's weird because like I said, she's an American Texan and I am a Canadian suing an American in small claim because I happen to pay some taxes in America.
Right. Well, I mean, well, I think that the appeal is good, and then look at whatever avenues that you could take as well for
Oh no,
yourself.
no, no. After the appeal, I'm done with Lady Letitia. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. It cannot possibly be that serious.
Right.
Like for me, I'm doing the appeal just to see how far the prejudice will go.
Right.
Like
Mm,
that is for me, that is a matter of I will not wear my cat ears. Okay, promise, old school Patricia. I will not. Okay, for me, it's more of an experiment because, like I said, I was so sure I was going to win because I'm like, she doesn't own the song,
right. Right.
but she swore that she did, which was enough.
Yeah, and that's crazy. That's well.
You say it's normal. Stop saying it's crazy.
Ah.
Okay, I'm like, yo, she swore, and I was like, who?
Mm,
So
mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
don't think, and that's why I don't hold it against me because I am extremely hard on myself.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I couldn't have possibly been prepared for the bitch swearing and me swearing would mean that my swearing means nothing.
Right.
Like it's how he said it, but she swore.
He's like that. I mean, that was all the proof I needed, Miss Young Lady, here today. The swearing was enough for me. So yeah, maybe he like. I mean, maybe he trying to have his fellow Texicans back, Maggie. I mean, that
No,
really
that
could be a
I can
thing.
understand. Like I
That
said,
could be a
for
thing.
me, I would not be talking about it if it wasn't for the 15-minute recess where they both fucking left. Allegedly.
So what? They both cut their cameras off, or they both left like
No,
the
no,
room.
no. What he did, because I never really saw her, by the way. I only heard her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a mess. Okay. So we are in Zoom. Normally, when he shows the exhibit or whatever, he will show them on Zoom, which is why also I found it so funny that he did that with the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Because why are you not showing it on Zoom?
Mm-hmm.
It lasted 40 minutes. We did our opening. He asked me some question about like the strike, like not really not long, just like like I said, he wanted to dismiss it because being a representative for him, that didn't mean that they represented Lady Letitia, even though it was written that they represented Lady Letitia.
Mm.
So when he saw, because like I said, he first he asked me, "Can I prove that they work for Lady Letitia?" And I was like, "Huh?" And then he asked me, "Well, did she ever submit strike from her own name?" Then I showed him because yes, she did. Like most of
Right.
the time, it was from her. It wasn't from her representative. And then that's when he said, "Resign!" And then he left for 15 minutes.
Mm.
And then
Mm.
when he came back, he was Danny was in the ear. I don't know. I couldn't see. So during
But
the
wait,
15
you were
minutes
able to see the
recess,
judge though. But you was able to
hmm?
see the judge. Were you able to see the
Kind
judge?
of like he was like like he was like a older gentleman. So it was like
Like slanted. So what? So did the other woman? Did she have her camera off?
Lydia. She wasn't required to have a camera. Oh
So
shit,
not.
my shit is dying. No.
Oh.
Continue. I think I
So
have like 4%.
okay. Okay. So but you guys weren't. Were you required to show your face?
Well, yes. Even in the waiting room, I had to show my face.
Oh. So why she didn't have to show her face? I mean, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I don't really know much about virtual court, so I know about team meetings that's done on virtual, but I don't know about court and how they operate. But that's pretty interesting. That's an interesting thing. I mean, you mean you couldn't see them, but they could see you? That's what I want to know. Like, so you couldn't see them, but they could see you? Yeah, I think Maggie's phone probably died. She'll be back in a few minutes. We could have a little kiki on a TT until she come back. Yeah, that's pretty suspect. Oh, did you end it? I don't know. Did she end it? Yes, they could see me. Are you coming back up, Maggie, or did you end the live? I'm so lost. Okay, okay. Period.